Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world that constantly pulls our attention outward. We scroll through highlight reels, compare our journeys, and measure our worth against the footsteps of others. But let me remind you of something powerful, something quietly burning inside you. Your life is shaped not by the world outside, but by the world within. Every single day you have a choice to give your energy to comparison or to creation, to watch others live their dreams, or to turn inward and awaken your own. The truth is, the most important project you'll ever work on is you, not your neighbor, not your competition, not the person who seems to be 5 steps ahead. You. Your mind is a workshop. Your thoughts are blueprints. Your emotions are the tools. When you focus on yourself, on your vision, your growth, your belief, life begins to shift in extraordinary ways. The world reflects what you assume to be true, not what others assume, not what the news says, not even what the odds say. It mirrors your inner convictions. So why waste another second measuring your worth by someone else's yardstick? You don't need permission to grow. You don't need applause to begin. You don't need to prove anything to anyone but yourself. Choose to feed your imagination, not your insecurity. Choose to direct your attention inward, not outward. That's where the magic begins. So from this moment on, stop asking, what are they doing? Then start asking, who am I becoming? Because the greatest shift you'll ever make is when you realize you were never in competition, you were always in creation. Focus on yourself. Water your own garden. Build your own kingdom. And soon the world will witness what you've always known in your heart: you were meant for greatness. Your mind holds the power to create the life you experience. Every thought you entertain, every belief you nurture, begins to shape your world. We often search outwardly for change, but it starts within. The environment you find yourself in is not a random occurrence. It's a mirror reflecting the internal state you cultivated. If you want something different, you must first think differently. Each moment is an opportunity to reimagine yourself, to focus your thoughts in ways that bring you closer to your dreams. The mind is a tool, not a prison. And when you learn to use it effectively, the entire landscape of your life shifts. What you focus on grows, what you ignore fades. Your thoughts are like seeds, and you must tend to them carefully if you wish to see them blossom into the reality you desire. When you spend your days comparing yourself to others, you unknowingly delay your own progress. Everyone is on their unique journey with their own challenges and timelines. The success or struggles of another has no bearing on your potential. Comparison only steals your joy and energy. And the more you look to others, the more you lose sight of your own power. There is no race except the one you set for yourself. Every person is in their own chapter, and your chapter is yours to write. By focusing on others, you divert your energy from your own growth, and soon you'll realize you've neglected the one thing that truly matters: yourself. Stop measuring your progress against someone else's pace. When you compare, you compromise your own possibilities. You are your greatest asset, and no one else will do the work of growth for you. There is no shortcut, no magic formula, but the effort you put into becoming the best version of yourself is the greatest investment you can make. Focusing on your own potential allows you to create something authentic and lasting. It may take time, patience, and resilience, but the journey is yours, and it's unfolding every single day. The more energy you pour into nurturing your talents and mindsets, the more your unique gifts will flourish. Don't wait for someone to recognize your value. Discover it yourself. You are the sculptor, and your life is the masterpiece in progress. No external validation is required, only your commitment to your own growth. Your imagination is your most valuable tool in transforming your life. It's the birthplace of all creation, and within it lies the seed of every new possibility. When you take time to visualize your desires, to dream beyond limitations, you are setting the foundation for their manifestation. The power of imagination is not just in seeing the end result, but in believing it's already happening. If you can imagine it vividly, you're already one step closer to bringing it into being. Creativity begins in the mind, and every major breakthrough started as a spark of thought. The key is to not just picture it, but feel it as though it's already here. By directing your imagination with focus and belief, you're sending a clear message to the universe about what you're ready to receive. Seeking validation from others is like waiting for permission to succeed. It can be an endless cycle, constantly depending on external factors to give you a sense of worth or direction. The truth is, you already have everything you need inside you to move forward. Confidence, passion, and ambition are all born from within, not from others' approval. When you stop looking for external confirmation, you free yourself to make decisions based on your true desires. Trust your intuition. Trust your process. Your own belief in yourself will propel you further than any applause ever could. The only voice that matters is your own, and the only feedback that counts is the one you give yourself when you decide to act. Your journey doesn't require permission, just courage. The world around you is constantly reflecting what you believe. If you view the world with fear, doubt, and limitation, that's what you will experience. But when you hold a vision of success, abundance, and opportunity, the world rearranges itself to meet your expectations. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. The assumptions you hold deep within your heart shape your reality. You can choose to assume that things are always working in your favor, that the universe is guiding you, and that your efforts will lead to growth. When you choose empowering assumptions, you step into the flow of possibility. Your inner world is your command center, and it directs the course of everything you encounter. Change your assumptions, and you change your world. The truth is, nobody is competing with you but yourself. The only race worth running is against your past self. No one else has the same vision, the same dreams, or the same capacity to create the life they want as you do. The only person you need to surpass is the person you were yesterday. When you focus on being better than you were before, progress happens naturally. There's no need to look at others and feel threatened by their success. Their achievements don't diminish your own potential, they simply serve as a reminder that greatness is possible for anyone. Your journey is yours alone, and the pace you set is up to you. Compete only with your own growth and constantly strive to outdo the version of you that came before. Your attention is your most precious resource. What you give your energy to determines the direction of your life. If you pour your focus into external distractions or the lives of others, you miss the opportunity to create something meaningful for yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the noise, but the most successful people understand the importance of channeling their attention inward. When you focus on your own development, your own aspirations, everything begins to align. You don't need to keep tabs on others to know your worth or your path. By protecting your focus and choosing where to invest your time and energy, you begin to craft the life that resonates with your deepest desires. The world we live in reflects our inner state. What's happening on the outside is merely a projection of our inner landscape. If we want a better life, we must first start by healing and strengthening our inner selves. This means confronting fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs. It means taking responsibility for how we perceive ourselves and how we allow the world to affect us. The shift to a better life happens internally before it can be seen externally. Every change you wish to see must first take root in your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. When you focus on transforming within, the outer circumstances of your life will inevitably change to match that transformation. You already possess everything you need to bring your dreams into reality. The tools are within you, your thoughts, your heart, and your imagination. Yet so often we look outward searching for the missing pieces. The truth is, you are the starting point, the creator of your life. When you stop waiting for some external event or person to come along and give you permission to succeed, you tap into a deep well of power that's been there all along. Your life unfolds from the inside out. The moment you trust that you already have what you need, you begin to notice the opportunities and resources that have always been right in front of you. Everything you seek is within reach when you believe it's already part of you. Your growth is not dependent on outside circumstances, but on your internal commitment to unlocking your potential. The journey of growth is one that begins within. You cannot transform your life unless you first transform your mindset. The world might look the same, but your perception of it changes when you shift your inner beliefs. It's easy to want external change, but it's only through inner change that real transformation happens. You cannot rely on circumstances to define you, for they are temporary. Your mindset, however, can be a constant source of strength, growth, and resilience. When you choose to see challenges as opportunities and failures as lessons, you open yourself to endless possibilities. Growth is not linear and it is not always comfortable, but it is always within your control. The more you cultivate your inner strength, the more the outer world will reflect that. Embrace the power of personal growth, and you'll find the transformation you seek. You are the author of your own life story. Every chapter is written by your decisions, actions, and beliefs. It's easy to feel as though life is happening to you, but in reality, you are the one scripting your experience. When you shift from being a passive observer to an active creator, you unlock the ability to design the life you want. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are a powerful participant in the creation of your reality. Your thoughts shape your future, your actions create your outcomes, and your beliefs fuel perseverance. Take back your pen and write a story that reflects your deepest desires. Your narrative is yours to craft, and every day is an opportunity to add a new page. When you realize the power you have in shaping your life, you begin to see just how limitless your potential truly is. The journey to success is built on small, consistent actions. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the big picture, but the truth is, success isn't about giant leaps. It's about steady progress, day by day, step by step. Every small effort you make compounds over time and brings you closer to your goal. You don't have to have everything figured out all at once. What matters is showing up, even when it feels difficult. It's about choosing to keep going, even on the days when the results aren't immediately visible. The small decisions, the quiet persistence, and the daily commitment are what ultimately lead to breakthroughs. Trust in the process, and know that even when it seems like nothing is happening, progress is being made. Every step forward is a step closer to the success you seek, and every moment you invest in yourself pays off in your own. When you stop focusing on the noise around you, you begin to hear the voice of your own inner guidance. So often we are distracted by the opinions, judgments, and expectations of others. We allow the world's noise to drown out our own intuition. But within you lies a powerful compass, guiding you toward your highest purpose. Your intuition knows the way. It speaks to you through your feelings, your desires, and your inner knowing. The more you trust it, the clearer it becomes. The path to your true fulfillment isn't always the easiest, but it is the one that aligns with your deepest values. When you follow your inner guidance, you begin to live a life that is authentically yours, unshaken by the distractions of the world around you. Trust yourself and let your inner voice lead the way.